Nothing in life is to be feared. It is only to be understood. Now, it is a time to understand more, so we may fear less. Maria Skłodowska-Curie. Human becomes people and robots become humans. It's a fact. Robots like humanoids will look, behave, and act like people, with one difference. I will discover it for you later. And the field the most advanced AI robots are already being tested is logistics and smart warehouse. Wherever there are predictable tasks, the robots are working there. And I work in logistics. I specialize in warehouse automation. And people often ask me, will robots take my job? I answer them, it depends from you. Would you like to do these repetitive tasks, picking and packing order in e-commerce center to the end of your life? Dozens of companies are building robots that looks like people. Agility Robotics, Tesla, Optimus, these humanoids are almost ready for mass production. This is happening in USA and China. However, at the same time, in Poland, startup Clone Robotics, founded by Łukasz Koźlik, is creating a synthetic human clone. The proto-clone looks like that. Soon, this solution come to our homes. This is a 10 years perspective. Who think it is fascinating? And who thinks it is terrifying? Why we are afraid of robots that look like humans? Have you ever heard of Uncanny Valley? This is a term that describes that very negative emotional reaction of the people, some people that have experience with the robots that looks like humans. This is psychology. This is our brain. But how to get out of this valley? Maybe it is worth to understand why do we need robots. When someone asks Łukasz Koźlik, why are you doing this? He explained, to make my life better. So this is the answer, Boris, why? Why are you doing this? To make my life better. I don't like cleaning, but I like when things are tidy. I dream of creating a humanoid who would help me with all these boring, repetitive tasks to do at homes. I don't like ironing the most. And I would like to have a humanoid at my home. Meet Zenek. This is my dream. But now it's a fact. This is a game changer. Loading dishwasher who'd like to have such a robot at his home. Perfect. So it will come to our homes in few years. But you know what? Someone needs to test it. So hello, manufacturers, humanoid manufacturers. If you are looking for a tester or early adopters, it's me, AgileTechGirl. I would like to have a free trial of humanoids, and after a successful home acceptance test, I would purchase it, preferably in a subscription, like a Netflix, humanoid as a service. Who's next in the line? $200 per month? Great. So Robots are here to make our lives better, to make our lives easier, and to have a time to focus on what is important in our lives. Better life, it's better me. However, sometimes better is not enough. We want to be a perfect. How to reduce human errors by 85%? Do you know Shisha Kanko? Have you ever heard? Shisha Kanko, it is a Japanese pointing and calling procedure. It involves employees to loudly confirm the status quo and calling specific elements. It is to minimize the human errors. Could you imagine the world if we introduce Shisha Kanko in our everyday lives? Stop now, pause now. Stop, start, pause. Yes, it will minimize the human errors by 85%, but do you want to live like that? We build robots because they don't make mistakes. Robots are algorithms. Robots can work only in predictable areas, only in environments that have rules and procedures. So, algorithm, it is a domain of the robot. What is our domain? What makes us human unique? What makes you special? Or maybe we should ask, why robots need us, humans? Because of chaos. Because of chaos. Chaos, it is the area, the environment that only human can survive. For the robot, this is a death of the system. So we need to find a way to navigate and balance between chaos and algorithm, nonlinear versus linear systems. How to find this balance? I think that humans versus humanoid equals chaos versus algorithm. But where is the boundary of transformation, human into robots and robots into humans? How far do we want to go, or where do we want to stop? What or who is the tool? The answer lies in the middle. In the middle is hybrid. Hybrid means cyborg. But is a cyborg someone who integrates technology with their body? Or maybe is it enough that we rely on it in everyday functioning, like you now with your smartphone? We are cyborgs already. So, for what is human? Alvin Toffler, the American futurologist, said that illiterate of 21st century will not be those who cannot read and write, but those who cannot learn, unlearn, and learn. Be curious like a child of the new things. Ask why. Undermine the status quo. The answer is reskilling and upskilling. The new profession maybe will be, but maybe they already existed. Do you know Leonardo da Vinci? The guy, yeah, an artist, engineer. Yeah, he was an artist and engineer. He combined these two functions, engineering precision and artistic vision. Emotion and creativity are born from chaos, but they need order to materialize and make sense. Conclusions. So what is decay to a better life? This is the question why you, Boris, asked us why we are doing this. For a better life. Find your balance with the load balancer tool between chaos and algorithm. If you do some creative work or go on holiday, make your slider to be 80% chaotic and 20% algorithmic. You will be more in human mode. But if you have to do some task, repetitive, do your mode on 80% algorithm and 20% chaos. You will be in robotic mode. We need to find it, to be happy and to find the happiness, to build a cyborgs, stay human, and keep the balance in the world where humanoid is our body or body. Thank you.